Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Needlepoint TV. I'm so glad you could join me. So, today we're going to talk all about my favorite needlepoint gadget. And I bet you're wondering what that is. No, it's not a kind of needle, it's not a laying tool, it's not a particular kind of scissors. It is this little gadget right here. It's called the Stitcher's Best Friend. Now, when I had my shop, oh gosh, 5 or 6 years ago, this was called this. Wait a minute, let me get it right. The Stitch Fixer. So that the company that made these originally ceased making them, and now our friends at Rainbow Gallery have picked up, and you can get them again, which is amazing because these little tools are so super helpful. You can use them as a laying tool. You see, you've got a little hook here on the end. You can also use them to frog. So for those of you that don't know what frogging is, that's when you have to rip something out. You know, frogs say ribbit, ribbit, and stitchers, well, we say rip it, rip it. So this is very, very useful. That little crooked tip is very useful for helping you unstitch or take things out or frog your stitches if you need to. The other end is actually a tapestry needle that has had the tip of it clipped off, and it's been inserted into this piece of wood here. And they come in these gadgets, these Stitcher's Best Friend tools come in different sizes, and the size is correlates to the size of the needle that they have inserted in the end of the stick. So you can get these in size 20, size 22, and size 24, which are the sizes that are most commonly used for needlepoint projects here in the US. So for 13 count canvas, you would want to get yourself a Stitcher's Best Friend that was either a size 20 or a size 22. And if you work primarily on 18 count canvas, then you would want to get a Stitcher's Best Friend that was either a size 22 or a 24. Now, I have to confess, I have all three sizes in my stash. Plus, I also have the original Stitch Fixer in my project bag too. So I'm going to show you how to use this in all different kinds of applications. So bear with me just a second and we'll get the video switched over so that you can actually see me use the Stitcher's Best Friend. Sound good? All right. All righty, so now I'm going to show you how you can use the Stitcher's Best Friend to frog or rip out stitches. You can see I have a couple of things already in place here. So I'm just going to use the hooked end and I'm going to slide it under the stitch that I want to remove and just pull it out that way. This is so much easier than trying to use a tapestry needle. It's a good bit bigger than, well, actually it's got the length, the handle that you can hold on to much easier than just a tapestry needle. And it's really simple to use. So this is thread that is straw silk, so it's a little bit harder to get out because it's a ribbon type thread and it's really stiff. So let me go ahead and pull this out and get it out of the way. Now let me show you how easy it is to also take out stitches when you've done these are strands of mandarin floss that have been laid down on the surface of the canvas. So let me show you how easy it is to pull those out. And of course I've cut it short on the back, but what you'll do is just slide the tool up underneath and you can pull out the stitches, and it just really easy. So we'll get all of these out, and then I'm going to show you how you can use it as a laying tool. So we'll get this out, and last long stitch. Let me just reach in there and pull that out. All right, so now I'm going to show you how you can use this as a laying tool. And let me make sure I'm in the camera frame so you can see me. And so I'll pull that through. And let me move a couple of things here so that they're not in the way, so I can actually get over here and show you and switch hands too. I'm right-handed, so if you use a laying tool, you're going to want to obviously use it in your non-dominant stitching hand. So your non-dominant stitching hand is the hand that you don't use to hold the needle. So let me go ahead and I'm just going to pull or come up, and now I'll show you how you can use this as a laying tool. You just simply use the end that has the little crook in it to hold your thread down. And let's do a brick stitch. So let's see, we'll just work that over 2 canvas threads. And you can see how you can use this as a laying tool to help you lay those strands of thread down smoothly on the surface of your canvas. All right, let's do another one. Skip a couple of stitches, or canvas threads rather, and just hold the thread down on the surface of your canvas with that little crooked end, and make sure I'm not caught around the frame. And there you go. And we'll do one more just for good measure on this row. Now, I know some of you are probably going, what? She's not working the brick stitch. Yes, I am actually, and I'll show you. This will be like a twofer. You get 2 lessons in one. So you can see I've worked 3 little stitches, 3 brick stitches across, or actually those are Gobelin stitches, 3 across the row. Now to work the second pass on this one row of brick stitch, I'm going to drop down 1 canvas thread and come over 1 canvas thread, and now I'm going to work my way back across the second pass of the row. So this is how I work brick stitch, and this is the way that is the Embroiderers Guild of America. Actually, this is their recognized way of working the brick stitch. So it's the way I was taught to do it. So, all right, and then let's jump over again. And let's work that last stitch in this first row, or in this row. Okay, so there you have it. Now you've seen how you can use this tool, the Stitcher's Best Friend, the little crooked end, there it is right there, the little crooked end, how you can use it to pull out stitches or unstitch, and then also how you can use it as a laying tool. Another way that you can use this tool, and I'm going to see if I can do it. I don't know that it's going to, I'll have to see if I can stitch messy, and I don't know about you, but that kind of goes against my grain. I have a hard time doing it on purpose. But let me just do a few longer stitches and see if I can get my threads a little bit twisted. And I'll show you, I'm just going to do some long-ish slanted Gobelin stitches here. And I'll show you, let's see if I can, on purpose, I'm going to have to, I think, do this off camera, but on purpose, make one of these strands a little bit longer than the others. I tell you what, let me just fudge it here. And then I'm going to pull it down. I'm sure you've had this happen to you where you're working with the stranded thread and you have one little piece that decides to not cooperate, but you don't realize it till you've gone past it. And there it is. It's just kind of sticking up like a piece of unruly hair, or I don't know, just something. It just kind of is waving there in your face after you have gone across the row, and you just, oh gosh, don't really want to go back and take it out. So here is what you can do. You can use the end of the Stitcher's Best Friend. Let me turn it so you can see it really well. Now you can see that it's a tapestry needle that's had the end clipped off. So what you would do in this case is you would take it and you could use the end to push that little piece back through to the back. That's the reason the end is clipped off, because it enables you to grab that little thread and push it all the way through to the back. There we go. So it's not the ideal fix, but it is going to solve the problem for you. And this is also true. You can use this to fix anything that might come loose on a finished project. You can use that end to push that stitch kind of down into the surface of the project to kind of fix that little loose stitch there. So those are the ways that you can use the Stitcher's Best Friend. So pretty cool, huh? Those are just some of the ways that you can use the Stitcher's Best Friend. I'm sure there are other ways that you can use this little gadget, but those are the ways that I use it the most. And I hope that you find this helpful. And I would love to know down in the comments below if you've ever used the Stitcher's Best Friend or the Stitch Fixer, or even what your favorite tool or gadget is, needlepoint tool or gadget is. Let me know down in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to our Needlepoint TV channel, make sure you click that little red button down below too and subscribe so that you don't miss any episodes. There is a bell too. If you click on that little bell, you'll get a notification whenever there's a brand new episode that's been uploaded here to our YouTube channel. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye for now.